Mason.
headphones
It's
or
Sean.
earbuds or something?
I have headphones in. Oh, I know what it is. There. Wait. Did that fix it?
Hello?
Hello?
What?
There's
Yeah.
still some reverb from Mason a little bit. Just a little bit. Not as much as before.
And Sean.
What?
I'm not getting any reverb.
There should be a reverb from me. So I'm wearing headphones.
Yeah, so am I, but sometimes shit's
There we go.
stupid.
Oh,
Anyway,
there we go.
alright,
It stopped,
yeah,
it stopped.
I changed some settings. Okay. So yeah, I also had to stop
Okay,
streaming
so what I
because it was
gonna say
getting
is,
bad.
Mason, I wrote 15 pages of a character backstory for my other DM.
Oh my fucking god, you're that guy. Okay. I feel like
got
y'all ready
carried
to
away,
start? Wait, Amanda needs to put her
We
character
got
sheet
carried.
together real quick.
Oh, yeah, let's go.
Then we got carried away. What do you do?
I'm a double major, and one of them is creative writing.
Jesus.
I mean, to be fair, to be fair, the first lieutenant I was on duty with asked me why I started reading, and I lied and said Abate's reason. I've been reading a bunch of historical literature. I cannot look a first lieutenant of snipers in the eye and be like, it's because I run a D&D and I'm fucking devoid of ideas.
I'm sorry,
So-
what did you say there?
I said I've only been reading so many history books because I ran out of ideas for this D&D for a little bit, and I was like, well, time to get back to Western history again, because that's where I got the entire idea for the last campaign from. Because I got bored, read a little bit about Roman and Greek pantheons, and I was like, ideas. And I was
Dionysus,
also...
the scariest god. You cannot convince me otherwise.
And I was also... What else was I reading? I wasn't reading. I was listening to another D&D series at the time, and that's where I stole something. I don't remember what it was exactly that I stole, or where it was. It's from one of It's Me JP's original D&Ds.
Yeah, hey Sean, my other campaign would tickle your fancy, by the way.
Which is...
It is a Treasure Planet kind of campaign.
Sean's other campaign tickles my fancy, but some bitch didn't invite me to it.
And also, on top of that, Sean, there is full-on ship customization and combat.
Yeah, so the problem with ship combat that I found so far is that unless everyone has their own ship, it's very one-sided because you only got like the driver or whoever's shooting, they get to click a button. That's pretty much all they get to do.
To be fair, with Treasure Planet, you could make boarding pretty fucking easy because you have the whole Z-axis to work off of too. As long as they design a ship around boarding, or they're okay with like until X combat, I
yeah,
serve
that's
Y
the
purpose.
problem I've reached, but I'm trying to figure out slowly but surely.
I feel like the best way to do it, if you're not gonna like make boarding kind of the like end all of all combats, fucking, you'd want to make like each person have a specific role in the ship, or make the ship constantly RPing, like provide details.
The problem is I need it to be quick and snappy rather than like long and drawn out. Like everyone has to take their turn. And the other people take their turn.
Oh, I feel like having the ship act as a turn would be the best way to do it. So like
that's what we're doing, but we just have to go through like, okay, what are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing?
I see what you mean.
I got 5 of them.
I feel like the best way to do that would be smaller encounters are literally just numbers games unless they board. And then if they want to add flavor to what they're doing, do that. But make the larger encounters, make sure that like things like the masts are getting shot.
So
Is that Fleur?
Switch it down to 15.
Because then you could like, you can make like one dude, like you can make one dude climb the ropes and fucking like work on the sails or some shit.
Yeah, that's basically what we can go at.
So never.
It's gonna be every other. I need to.
Well, during Underwave, there might be opportunity to play D&D.
Oh, that's fucking. You see a sign that?
No, apparently, Pyle, Pyle. Yeah, he's apparently getting something together.
Oh, okay.
So.
Hey. Yeah, I never played it, but I watch it. I mean, it looks.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
The system that
like
my other DM made actually works really well, and it's relatively simple.
Just following along the story and creating it as you go.
Yeah, exactly.
Yo, so I'm Abate, if you want to go ahead and get over Jake, he's got till like 9:15 till we start.
I haven't been in contact with
roll,
and I don't know shit about his character. So
Nice.
Dude, Amanda, did I tell you what I've done today? I woke up super fucking late, So my ass was like, whatever. I'm gonna get up. I'm gonna hit the gym with my boy Cooper, and then
As you do.
yeah, I didn't get back from the gym until 14:15, and I had duty at 1500. So I was like, whatever. As I was walking to the duty hut, I just got back from the commissary, so I grabbed fucking a Monster. And I wasn't thinking until I already drank the Monster. My morning dietary supplement that I take, even if I don't work out heavy that day, has 400 milligrams of caffeine in it.
Why? Literally, why?
I don't know, but
It's the closest we'll ever get to
Fantastic response
cocaine.
from Marine.
and then on top of that, the pre-workout I took before I worked out has 200 milligrams, which is like a totally acceptable
We
amount.
can just go to Mexico and then he'll be very close.
And then
It's
on
just
top of
not
that,
legal.
we had a
Killer
Monster
reverb.
Rehab, which is also 200 milligrams. So I sat down at the duty hut with SPQR, and I got through 50 pages in less than an hour, along with full pages of notes. And I was like, holy fuck, I'm mentally dead. I need to stop. Because Abate can back me up.
I asked so many
SPQR
questions and
is
damn.
a bitch of a book to read if you're not going to take time on it. Let me see if I can fix the reverb.
Oh wait, no, I think that was just me in roll 20.
Yeah, make sure
Jeez.
your fucking roll 20 mics are disabled and shit, because otherwise it gets really weird.
That's disgusting. Why is that a default feature?
What, that mics and everything's turned on? I don't know, but
Yeah, I don't get it. It's annoying.
yeah, it's terrible.
Should we talk about characters before Jake gets in here?
Alright, so Amanda, you didn't give me a rundown of your character real quick, just so I can work on drafting a quick intro in my head. Because I have shot
Basically,
everyone
I'm a double agent piece of shit, and that's all I have.
Okay, there we go. You know what? I don't care. We're Gucci, because that's half the fucking party.
Wait, what?
So originally, Sean was going. Well, Sean, what was your original character? I don't even remember. I'm so mad about you changing it half an hour ago.
He was gonna be a draconic bloodline sorcerer, but
And I literally have already looked up a homebrew item to play off of your character's insane ability to fuck with fire, and I have it saved. And I'm like,
Am I a cleric in a party of rogues? I'm scared.
you might
No,
be.
you're not.
No, because Amanda's a ranger and Jake's a bard. Holy shit, we have a normal party comp. How the fuck did we end up with a normal party comp?
it just
Wait,
happened.
Jake's a bard?
Is he?
No, Ronnie's a bard. Jake's a fuck. We have two rogues.
What?
That can work. Sometimes we have a front line. Wait, hold on. 2 rogues means always sneak attack.
No! God damn it! Oh, and you
Well, yeah, I
guys,
can always make
Ronnie,
my
you want to
mistake
tell him the
that
twist
game.
with your? You want to tell him
What?
why your character had to be approved 4 different fucking times?
Not yet.
Okay.
Not yet.
We gotta wait for Jake for that one.
Ronnie, did you say frontline? Because with his shield, I have an armor class of 18.
I hate my life.
Well, there you go.
Why
There
does
you
this
go.
always happen? I'm like, even when y'all. One second, I gotta go boots and utes. I'm still in my fucking utilities. I literally called y'all as I stepped back in my room. I had to close fucking. I was playing Stronghold 2 before I left. I didn't realize I left it open, and then I came back, popped open Nimble Rider, and left Stronghold 2 running the entire time I was on duty. So if y'all were saw me playing video games, I was not. I'm just retarded.
Clerics are usually
Well,
pretty.
do that.
Clerics are
Damn.
usually fucking tanky. And
Yeah.
that's why normally I try and dissuade people from playing clerics or druids, because druids have Revivify and clerics have Create Water. The 2 spells that every campaign I have let someone fucking use them. I have regretted living. Must I remind you of the time we were in a fucking tower and Colin decided to use goddamn Create Water at the top of the tower to fucking kill everyone below him. Second
That's just
edition
creative thinking.
had that. No, second edition had it as a first level spell. Why the
It
fuck?
still is a first level spell.
Jesus.
And guess who else gets create water?
No. Fuck.
I'll blow my first level spells out of the fucking water, figuratively and metaphorically.
All right, I'm saving my character. Does anybody else want to talk about theirs?
I have 35.
I just want to make fun of Sean's character right now because it was the
Please.
birth of a joke.
John, you spent an hour making my character with me. What the fuck are you?
He looked at me. He's like, "What if I
I've been-
made what if I made Norm, but tips back his glasses and becomes a devious, charismatic rogue?" And I was like, "No, we're not having anime bullshit." He goes, "But wait, there's more." And I wanted to fucking die.
Sean, did you just say fucking Norm?
He
It's
was
not Norm.
originally going to bring Norm back, and then it got worse from there.
I've decided against Norm because Mason would allow me to.
I
Therefore,
would
I've-
rather Norm at this point.
I've put all of
Sean,
my
you're
points
gonna be mad
into
at me
being a
You're gonna be
What?
so mad at me
why?
because someone is coming back.
Oh yeah, there's a certain character who he wants to incorporate back, and I allowed because
Not a character himself, but a ancestor.
I just wanted to check your spells, forgetting you're a fucking rogue.
Well, arcane trickster.
He's not an arc. Oh my god, you have thieves can't fuck. Do not. I know what you're gonna do. Do not right now.
What do you mean?
I just looked at your fucking. Do not,
What do you mean? I'm not doing anything.
Sean.
Sean, whatever you're doing.
If you walk, if we get to the Hiltolian capital and your ass goes, all right, so about that criminal underworld, here's all of my abilities that let me know everything about it. I will fucking come to Okinawa myself to pimp slap you.
I mean, have you seen my abilities?
Yes, I hate them, but I love them at the same time. So okay, I hope you know that like those blanket for both like my sanity and for like roleplay reasons, you will not have knowledge of the Hiltolian underworld or contacts there.
Yes.
Okay, good. Because I hope you didn't take those thinking you'll just walk in and be like, "Where's the Thieves Guild at? Where are the assassins? Where's the forgers?"
I was just gonna
Mason, are
I was
you
going to,
sure
like,
I can't have that
take
plus
my
7
knowledgeable
above
like
swords
strong and
because
just like
we're
slap on the table.
Kopeshes?
Sorry, I didn't hear you, Abate.
Are you sure I can't have that +1 to my Kopeshes?
No.
You would have +7 to attack while dual wielding. I would rather be ear raped by a fucking a rod made out of Black Widow fucking teeth than have to see you have another plus anything above 6 to your attacks. I still am scarred by. No, I remember itch. I remember what happens when I gave you +10 to
remember
hit.
Blood Rage?
I will fuck your day up.
Mason, remember Blood Rage?
I hate you.
right.
Sincerely.
+8.
Oh fuck no.
HP, +8.
You know what? At least you'll hit half HP. And certain spells could just fucking kill you at that point.
I'm so happy you let me do that, by the way.
I'm just looking at Sean's character and wondering why you have
What?
81 pounds of random bullshit.
Speaking of random bullshit, Mason, can I get a suitcase?
Yes. I will
Thank you,
totally
Mason.
allow you to be walking around with a
Speaking of
suitcase.
Random bullshit. I have 176 pounds of it.
Oh, fucking hell. You know what? At least there we can think of. Oh my fucking god!
You know exactly what he got.
Why do you have so many weapons? Holy! Are you wielding? Like, are all these weapons on you? Do you look like a fucked up Skyrim character?
He more or less
I
does.
have a backpack full of shit and weapons just laying about.
Abate, please commission Gavin to draw like your character normally, and then your character with fucking 4 fucking spears hanging off his back, the warhammer, and a Kopesh on each hip. Please. Oh my fucking god! Why do you have so much shit? Why do you have 25? I just looked at you. I hate you so much. This is an attention to detail I respect, but I hate. Why do you speak abyssal?
Nullish thing.
No, yeah. Nulls are associated with the abyss.
Just so you know, Abate, I only briefly skimmed what your class can actually do. I stopped after when I made fun of you for the dark vision thing. Because in theory, limitless dark vision means infinite vision, and that's when I was like, well, this faggot knows the Earth's flat or not.
Mason. I hope you know you probably should have.
Jake, what is Jake?
He's playing
he-
a Shinobi Outcast.
God.
This party is half edgelords. Spicy.
I am not, Mason. I'm not an
Well,
edgelord.
am I like half an edgelord?
Yeah, one shotgun.
I'm just so happy that currently.
Okay, so Ronnie, your character is only edgy because he has a dark secret. Otherwise, I had fun writing his intro.
Wait, Mason, am I edgy because I can play the drums?
I'm gonna fucking beat you with the drum.
You can play drums? Oh man!
Amanda, what's your favorite color?
He just puts a Mason just puts drumsticks up his ass. What was your question?
I clench hard enough that they snap.
Just go with blue. Fuck it.
Blue. Alright.
So Mason, what's so edgy about me?
Everything.
Probably like the darkness
I
domain.
couldn't guess, Mason.
The darkness domain. The fact your original character was gonna be the warlock that like slits his wrist and go, I love death.
I was originally gonna be Stopper again, that throwaway character I played for like 2 sessions.
I was trying so hard to talk Sean into playing the new UA class that's basically a JoJo's character, and he refused, and I was kind of sad.
Yeah, Astral.
I couldn't bring myself to do that.
Fuck, dude. I'm honestly about it. Like my buddy, I got fucking I got Jared to start a fucking campaign. He said he's been stoned for like the past 4 days straight, but when he's sober, he's gonna look into starting one for me. I was like, do you care if I play this? He goes, that just sounds like a JoJo's character with extra steps. I'm like, I know. Duh. Can I have the Josuke introduction where he walks up and instead of punching someone, he just fucking yeets them with Star Platinum?
Hey, Mason. At level 6, I can fly in darkness.
Oh my fucking.
Wait, hold the fuck. Huh?
What?
At level 6?
What? No fucking way. I need to send me the UA documentation right fucking now. Because I'm just imagining you walking in the darkness and it's like you're getting fucking dragged around by a Windows cursor just whoosh.
Whatever the beast may be, I will hunt it.
I love this. I love everything about how this is developing. This is the perfect reason why if you're not willing to deal with bullshit, you shouldn't let UA in your campaign until you nerf it into oblivion.
I can basically walk on air. I'm Jesus, man.
Oh
we
my.
really are party of edgelords.
There's no way. Which one is it? I need to see this for myself.
There's something wrong with that, Sean? Come on now. All
Wait,
you
what?
did was call my character.
Oh
edgy
my
the entire
god.
time.
No,
I
it
think calling your
literally.
character edgy.
No,
what makes it
it's not 9th level. It's 6th level. Holy fuck.
Oh.
He has advantage on saving throw against being frightened. Okay, it's in the edgy category. But the I'm fucking wrist-slitting Jesus is if you're in dim light or darkness, you can use a bonus action to magically give yourself flying speed equal to your walking speed till the end of your turn. He gets a reusable cantrip that lets him yeet.
Oh, I think until the end of the turn just means he'll fall right back down. So, I mean, if you need to get up to a ledge or something.
No, you don't understand. He can literally yeet himself in a random direction.
220 pounds falling on top of someone.
Oh, fucking no. Y'all remember our first session? Y'all remember when we had a psionic use anti-gravity for like 1 turn, so our 350-pound tank could violin someone?
Oh,
Yes.
God.
Yeah, that's what's gonna... Oh. Doc gave me a sucker, and these pants have been through the... Fuck it, I'm eating the sucker.
Oh, cool. I get extra magic damage. That's psychic.
I asked Doc why he gave me a sucker, and he asked if I wanted the silver bullet instead. I took the sucker.
Oh, cool. Hey, Mason. I can slap things for 1d8 psychic damage at level 8.
Wait, whoa, shut the fuck up, what? Repeat
That's
that?
just a cleric thing.
Oh, I thought that was a... Oh, Midnight Strike. I was looking at that and I wasn't like too impressed. Okay. Amanda, you got your character set up yet?
I mean, mainly, like, enough that we can start. The only thing I did forget until literally just now was like where I'm gonna start out in the town.
For purposes, I'd prefer it to be the tavern because that's the most developed place I have. Because when I got my break, I made sure to get a full write up for the tavern, and I was like,
Just yes.
let's start on the docks. And I went to slam my hand on the keyboard, and I saw it was 17:15, and I had to be back by 17:30. And I was like, I'm gonna be nice and make sure staff sergeant has time to eat.
D&D campaign. You might as well start with the tavern.
I saw a post on
The
r/TG.
best part of a D&D campaign is during the time that you're about to be executed.
No, because I saw a post on /TG, and it was literally someone bitching about taverns. And the next post was someone talking about, yeah, I do all these awesome things. And the next post was, this is a tavern, but with extra steps and more things to fuck up. Please stick to a tavern. And I was like,
I mean, honestly.
And I was like, I mean, I want to say you're wrong, but I tried to do the whodunit, and it became just a tavern with more steps and more moving parts that should have just been a fucking tavern. Let's not talk about how the last campaign started. We're gonna pretend that everything before Seal blew up just didn't happen. Besides that really funny fight where Abate used newspapers as a weapon.
Newspapers.
No, I didn't use it as a weapon. I used it as a life-saving device.
You're just gonna forget the crikey catapult like that?
The crikey catapult is forever a part. No, I sent you guys the fucking loitering clip. Like that 15-minute clip will never get taken down. Like I literally have it on my Google Drive in case it gets taken down for copyright because I used 3 copyrighted songs when I made that clip.
Oh, I swear to God. So wait, hold on. Is this before the boom or is the boom never happened? I'm confused.
This is 2 years after the last campaign.
Yep.
So boom happened. Hjoltol took power as the Shaka. Scrib is now the Lord of New Rockton. And Deagle was the Lord of a small dwarven hill settlement, but he's doing other shit right now.
Oh yeah, hey Sean, Jake's last character's name was Deagle of the Magnon tribe.
Yeah, I heard.
Deagle ended up probably being like all of our favorite characters, but he was a very rough start. We don't talk about the give me your loot.
So, Jake is about 30 minutes late, and it still says he's offline. Should we just start without him?
Yeah.
Probably.
All right. Just for the sake of keeping my sanity, I'm going to read the write-up first, and then I'm going to read the description of the tavern, and then I'm going to get to character intros. Do you guys care who gets introduced first? Anyone have a preference for that? Because they all kind of are written to flow into each other.
I say that.
Do what you want, man. Live your best life.
Alright, so dope. Because the general flow will be pretty fucking easy if Ronnie starts. That's how I kind of have it written, and I didn't intend for it, but it just kind of happened. Alright.
Well, mine is kind of a come along now with me.
Oh, I just had fun writing your character as a pompous asshole. And it pretty much fits the description you gave me, so... Alright.
We have 2 shots?
Oh, fuck it. Just, okay.
Now, here's the thing.
Quiet.
So,
hey,
he's
quiet.
pompous.
Fuck.
Okay.
I'm gonna set the stage, motherfuckers. Alright, so remember the previous campaign, Amanda, Sean, y'all weren't there for it, so this brought up some more for you guys. 2 years ago, the world was rocked by the sudden emergence of a doomsday cult. It was relatively unknown outside the small area terrorized in the World Trade capital of Seoul, the Ratman capital. After a group of adventurers attempted and horribly failed to halt the resurrection of an old god, the world was racked as the veil between the endless void, home to timeless terrors, exiled pantheons, and the regular world was torn open. That was grammatically horrible. Why didn't I fix that? With Seoul being magically cast into the sky, the northern tundra was assailed by a legion of undead titans. The kingdom of man and lizards had to face their own venerated dead as they came back, and in several cases caused fuck tons of havoc. This being a very big problem because the lizardmen specifically have a ancestor worship culture. The very same adventurers who failed to prevent the ritual then began their arduous journey to stop the old god of death and damnation. After roughly a month of traveling through the frozen tundra, they met up with their only hope, the Storm Rulers, a band of mercenary monks guided by a primal goddess, earned their respect during a siege in which 2 literal giant necromancers were defeated solely by the party, with a recount of the battle including such colorful actions as dual-wielding zombies as clubs, trapping the giants in a cloud of hail and thunder, causing them to slip anytime they attempted to step, using that as a chance to hit them. During the battle, however, a member of the party was captured by the Doomsday Cult and sent to be tortured and hopefully made into a willing follower of Malkuth, the god of damnation and death. Eventually, Hjoltol found himself captured as well during the battle with one of Malkuth's best and brightest, prompting the last adventurer to go into Malkuth's realm seemingly alone, kicking open the door to Malkuth's temple palace and finding both his companions already locked in the battle that would end Armageddon. 2 years have passed since then, with Hjoltol, fucking terrible name, Abate, I still hate you for that. Now Shaka-Tol, the only member of the party being officially recognized by the world over, having come home and begun to reorganize his tribal lands. Surprisingly, within the course of less than a year, erecting a temple city on the border of the xenophobic human empire of Talaria and sending ambassadors to both the Dwarf and Ratman empires, respectively. After a short border conflict with Talaria that ended with a mysterious typhoon sinking most of the borderlands and nearly damning all of the lizard folk lands that weren't inhabited, the Holtelian Empire strictly blocked all access to its lands by non-reptile men, the only exceptions being wealthy merchants, those of the Stormruler, and select documented human immigrants and workers. Just a few weeks ago, all across the continent, flyers appeared on all notice boards, taverns, official correspondence, and even in some town halls, calling for a variety of adventurers, workers, and professional, legal or otherwise, written in every known language, and even a few languages that are archaic and forgotten. All of you arrived in New Rockton at some point within the past few days, hearing it was the only port still open with the Lizardmen. The town seems oversaturated with adventurers, tradesmen, and merchants, all looking to gain from the notice. The populace is starting to get uneasy, with the Lord of the Land mysteriously disappearing a few days ago, and the overabundance of people coming in and out of this once pretty small port town. However, in the very center of the town, one second, pull the second right up. The largest building is Pebbles Pub. The sound of a beat-the-shit pub piano fills the air, played with the skill indicative of long-forgotten childhood schooling mixed with alcohol and balls. It provides the backdrop of Pebbles Pub, the largest building in New Rockton, boasting an open bar, a menu mixing Holtolian cooking with traditional human cuisine, and a bartender whose soft eyes and kind words seem warmer than any hearth could ever be. It's overpacked with scores of adventurers drinking, socializing, bumping shoulders, and scheming. The crowd includes all type, from your typical human hometown heroes to drow-elves covered head to toe in scars from past slavery of wars and tribal tattoos, and even a spattering of lizard and rat men here and there. While occasional curses and what would normally be scathing insults are rapidly slung, the overall atmosphere of this tavern stays that of bawdy fun. Behind the bar sits the tender Hjolt, a mild-mannered man. One look at him reveals eyes comprised of blue deep enough to pierce the heavens, a satin-red coat covering an otherwise normal and frugal human clothing typical of most small human villagers, and a build not unlike that of an elf, just a little bit shorter with more definition to his muscles. Rushing from the bar out to many of its patrons is Isabel, a noticeably purebred elf, standing regally, wearing a traditional embroidered robe and elven saber on her hip. She's noticeably fond of making the brew she sets upon the table light up with a faint glow, or, on rare occasion, causing the area around Hjolt to grow a faint velvet red whenever he converses with a female patron. Oh fuck, where's the other write-up? Shit, this is the problem with doing it across in my note-taking gear on Google Docs and on Nimble Writer. 1 second. There we go. Sat at the bar is a boisterous half-elf, stuck in a mix of political posturing and rather overt attempts at charisma.
Hold up. Mason, please.
Yes. Where you?
Please read the DM. Can I please just read out loud? I want to be in it. I want to burst in here like a fucking pig.
Yes, go ahead.
I'm concerned.
All right. Before his first attempt at connections between new people after leaving the human kingdoms, the half-elven man takes a shaky, deep breath before bursting through the doors with a proud and wide grin. Greetings, adventurers! I, High Ambassador Ritzian, just so happen to be needing a band of mercenaries to protect my royal mission into my negotiations into the Yatolian Empire. Lucky you. I can promise one gold a week. Is anyone interested?
The entire tavern turns and looks at you for a second before everyone goes back to their loud boistering. The only person who seems to pay attention to you is Coit, who invites you over to the bar and says, "You're about the 5th person to come in here and say something similar to that today, man."
I was speaking the truth. Would you
I'm
happen
not-
to know where the mercenaries sit?
The entire tavern's mercenaries right now, man.
And none of them, yes, none of them seem to take a noble's words.
Well, that would make you the 4th noble this week to attempt and fail.
Anyone else I can talk to?
Well, you can buy some alcohol for now. There's a few lizard folk attempting to help those who want to enter their lands, but they come in here maybe once a week.
You know what? It's been a long road. I just want the ale for now.
Anything else you need, man? Because probably gonna be here for a little bit.
No, sir. For now, clearing my head is about all I want. As he just gives another shaky. And that's it. That's my character introduction.
All right. So at this, where's the part of my write-up? God damn it! This is such a pain in the ass. On this occasion, the High Elf sits down next to how do you pronounce your character's name?
High Ambassador Ritzian.
Ritzian. I wrote it in my notes as Ritzian.
Yep.
Yeah, Ritzian. That was dope. She sits down next to Ritzian and goes, cheer up.
I am trying.
She goes, come on, you'll find a way over there eventually. It's just like, sucks. Everyone's trying right now. Maybe wait a week.
Forgive me. What is your name?
Isabel.
Nice to meet you, Isabel. Now, as you heard, I am a noble ambassador of the human kingdoms, trying to set up negotiations. Would you happen to know any more adventurous sorts around this bar, willing to take pay to go within? I had seen the flyers around town. There must be some interest.
Oh, we didn't put those up. Those have been appearing. If you're wanting help illegally entering the lands, you might want to talk to Yvette.
But it's not illegal. This is an arranged negotiation.
Do you have some kind of paperwork?
Yes, I do. I bring out a forged document. I don't know. If
roll D100, please.
Can do.
I need to know. She looks at it and goes, I really like the smeared ink that you can tell was written over about 3 times here.
It was my apprentice. It was a very rushed job.
Well, if you're wanting to find a better way to get some more real looking paperwork, I'm not saying that's fake. Apprentices suck. I know.
I realize what it looks like, but we only had one sheet of paper. Jonathan is a very messy fellow at the moment.
Like, it's okay. It's okay. I understand, but like, you're gonna want to talk to Yvette. She's a bitch, but she might be able to hook you up.
Understood. Thank you. He takes one last drink. May I have that paper back?
She hands it back to you and goes, "Sure." And at this point, Hewitt walks over and goes, "Wait, High Ambassador Ritzian, right?
That's me.
Half elf from which kingdom? Or High Elven or what elf kingdom? Human kingdom.
Yes.
But you happen to know a High Elf lord named Yulach.
Do I?
Yes.
I do?
The name is familiar, but it's not one you know, but you've heard. One second, I'm gonna DM it to you real quick.
You guys just let me know if I'm taking up too much time. I'll let you have
Yeah,
it.
you're good. You're
Oh,
good.
don't worry.
Listen,
I'm already waiting. I already have the next intro lined up.
All right. I am perfectly entertained by your voice, Ronnie. So go ahead.
Let's continue.
I train for it.
Someone just ran through the barracks yelling hello, like like the dude from FNAF on the fucking phone, and I'm pretty sure it was fucking intentional.
Ugh.
Some of these corporals just have too much fun. Anyway, so
we can't allow that.
did you get the DM, Ronnie? Oh shit, that was too Abate.
No.
Fuck. Abort.
What? Oh no.
Do not open your fucking Discord DMs.
I am going to just let you delete that.
Please don't tell me you. God, you know what? It was gonna
Don't
be
worry
brought
about
up
it. You're gonna figure it
anyway.
out by the end of this.
Mason. I didn't see it.
Okay, dope. All right.
Yes, I do know them.
Oh, great, because that's Isabel's godfather. So
No kidding.
yeah.
Isabel.
At this point, yes, Sean, you hear this conversation. At
Okay.
this point, Isabel kind of, so she goes, "Oh, look at the time! I have to go deliver a cup to that table." And she immediately picks up the platter, and Hurley walks away. But as she does, she turns, and you know she casts a small prestidigitation, and she blows a kiss at you, and she literally causes a lips to float or like an illusory pair of lips to float towards you after she does it.
Oh my. He catches it and just says, just like smiles towards her. You know, kind of like that cringe smile. Like, I see what you did there, but I don't want to reciprocate anything.
He looks, he goes, "All right, sorry. Yeah, I was trying to save you from making a mistake there, bud."
Oh.
At this point, the conversation is completely interrupted by a very obviously intoxicated rat folk who damn near literally falls into the conversation and goes, "If I may interject, Lord Yulach is actually a distant descendant of Lord Crassus and even Lord Stulus, their origins being that of the same as the Drow. You see, some odd 600 years ago there was a split in their race, and I, young Acid Tail, will find the cause of it eventually."
The fuck up,
This
you stupid fool.
this interjection comes from a very large Noel Flint who is standing next to him and has begun to slowly pull his collar to drag him physically out of the conversation.
Oh my. Is that a regular?
Hewitt goes, "No.
You worthless fool. We must be up early tomorrow. There's a new beast, one of your payments and many.
They got here
60
2 days ago.
direwolves. I've never seen one before, but I can't wait to mount its skulls in my ancestors' section of the Kalmak.
2 days
Speaking
ago.
to the rat folk at this point?
Yes.
Okay.
Hewitt looks at you and goes, they got here 2 days ago? I don't exactly know what they are.
Is this another one of those nobles you were talking about?
I think. I've never seen a noble who can't handle alcohol, though.
As
This
they're
would
saying
definitely
this,
be a first.
As they're saying this, you see the gnoll pick up the rat folk and basically put him over the shoulder.
Oh, hey. Noel, who's not told me his name, and I'm not trying to be insulting by calling you that.
Call me Akir.
Okay, Akir. Akir. All right.
Hyphen.
I'll make sure to pronounce whatever the fuck you call it. Anyway, this fine man, listen, he needs mercenaries to guard him, and I'm just hoping
What
that.
Is he paying?
One gold a week.
At this point, Hewitt leans in and goes, "Mention killing shit."
Oh, do not worry. This will allow you many an opportunity to kill shit.
Hold up.
Wow.
Can we just breathe at that? Can we just that's going in the quotes. Give me 5 seconds.
Oh, get used to it, buddy.
I'm going to need a minute after that.
Many a shit will be killed in this adventure. Oh, believe you me.
What do you mean, my friend?
But at this point, like, I'm just panicked looking at, what was it? Hitol?
Yoit.
Hewitt? Just, like, looking over at Hewitt.
He leans in and goes,
Very much shit will be killed, sir.
Hewitt interrupts and goes,
In
"Okay.
addition to your gold.
Shut up, Ritzian.
Sorry.
This is for your own good."
Does this fool mean that I will be hunting even more exotic beasts?
Yes.
Direwolves I've been hearing about.
Akir, there are rumors that the Hiltonian Empire still has dinosaurs and domesticated creatures such as velociraptors and Tyrannosaurus rexes.
Never heard of these things. But
At which point, Acid Tail hops up and goes, "The T-Rex is a massive two-legged creature with tiny arms
that had to knock him out."
Roll a d20, please. Just roll a strength check.
Very good. God damn it! Now I want to stay up later.
Ronnie, also to note, every single step I take towards you, you hear bones rattle.
Oh yeah, he's decorated head to toe in fucking bones. Anyway. I'm gonna let you do your shit until you have to go, Ronnie, and then I'll try to keep everything else to kind of a lower part. Because as it's kind of set up, your character is gonna be bumping more shoulders with Abate's, and then the other two characters will be bumping shoulders as of right now. Anyway, fucking let's get back to it. Everyone done after that fucking kill shit quote?
Should we move on to another character, or should we keep going with this?
Keep going with this for a second, because it's fucking great. At this point, Hewitt looks down and goes, "Yes, the T-Rex is a big fuck-off monster with big teeth."
Sir, I don't even know your name. I am High Ambassador Ritzian of the Human Empires.
So you're a milk drinker.
If that's what you call our empire, sure.
At this point, Hyoit has slid over with a cup of milk and a cup of beer and been like, "You're gonna want both, dude."
Oh. Wait, do you expect me to mix both?
I take the beer.
Oh. Well, when in Rome, and I take a drink. So, my friend Hyoit here told me that you were a bit of a noble yourself. From where do you hail?
The guy on the shoulder's my noble. My tribe's dead.
Just like immediately switch attention to the rat. Hello, sir.
He's
I was told you were- no, but serious. You are the noble here, right? You can speak without reading from a dictionary. First session, my dude. First session.
Oh my god, Roddy.
God, this is fun. If this is the whole campaign, I'm fucking cannot wait. Alright.
I'm sure he'll get better.
Just. Yes, I am a Lord of
I
Seoul.
punch him again.
Oh.
See, exactly that. That's exactly what you would do to a servant.
Hyoit
You have
goes.
a noble act down pat.
Hyoit looks at him and
I
goes.
just don't deal with bullshit.
Hyoit, like, taps Ritzy on the shoulder and leans down and goes, "Do you know what a Knoll Flint is?"
No.
A Knoll Flint is an elite amongst Knolls.
Do not.
Right, so
The
you
anomaly chosen for the great warrior class to lead above. Only below
my.
the war mothers.
A leader you must be.
No,
Oh
I
my
kind
God.
of was not taken in. Spent more time in the wilderness.
Well, last of your people is certainly a bit of a leader by.
They're not all gone. Just my own personal tribe in the coalition. This right here on my side, and I show you a shining metal skull of a Knoll.
Oh
is my
my.
Jesus.
Badge of your position?
No. War is a keepsake. It is tradition.
Hyoit just looks at him and goes, That'd better be sanitized for my fucking daughter's sake."
It is covered in a strange metal that I found it in one day.
Hyoit goes.
Going into the Kalamak.
Hyoit walks away at this point and just goes back to tending the bar, letting out a very loud sigh of anguish.
It is almost nigh indestructible, actually.
Oh my.
Strange.
It could protect you then. A good,
I would not ever put my mother in danger of being destroyed, or whatever left I have of her.
But if it's indestructible, say an arrow came your way, it could block it off.
Do you care for your ancestors?
At this, I'm kind of like freezing up a little bit. Yes.
Would you use the ancestor's skull to block a sword?
No.
Precisely.
I
I continue to drink my beer.
Okay,
I take a drink of my milk.
complete side note. Both Amanda and Sean are fucking spies. I just want to put that out there that I hate both of you at the same time.
Man, you broke the mystery.
God damn it.
Mason, you suck.
No, because it would have. Literally, you're gonna walk in somewhere and it's gonna be like, "Oh, I use this ability unique to spies." Like, I wonder which John you use.
Well, they wouldn't have known that.
Also, considering the realm of other. Oh my god.
I'm sorry.
Oh, I thought you were saying that to me as something you were about to say. I was like, oh fuck no.
No.
Alright, dope. So, at this point. Fuck, I gotta find the write-up. Oh wait, no, it's on my notes, dope. So at this point, you see another barmaid emerge from upstairs. A dark elf or a drow elf. Where the fuck is it in here? I'm kind of getting a little annoyed with how hard it is to find stuff in my notes. Remind me to fix this later.
Hey, Mason,
Yes,
you should fix your notes.
I should. She seems to wear her heritage proudly, with tribal and war tattoos decorating her arms and legs, boasting a dagger on each hip. One, a traditional Hotolian kris, and another, a tri-tip blade only worn and made by drow assassins. While she usually serves drinks and food without a word, or oftentimes even a glimpse at her patrons, on the rare circumstance she can be seen milling about conversing with adventurers that are on the seedier side, usually asking about recent developments and political upheavals. Noticeably on her neck, there's a tattoo. It seems to be an Ouroboros of two dragons with a tri-tip dagger pointing towards her throat. At this point, you see her run to grab another plate of brews to hand to her patrons, ones that she'd been milling about and talking to for some time. As she does, she bumps into a figure at the bar, one who seems to blend in and appear utterly unremarkable. As he helps her recover, she thanks him and uncharacteristically gives him a quick one-armed hug. After a few seconds, the figure itches at his collar and reaches and finds a small note written out as simply, "My room. Now." Sure enough, a few minutes later, she's seen excusing herself, quite literally looking at Hewitt and saying, "1 second, I have to doll the fuck up." Sean?
What? Oh, sorry.
Were you listening, you fucking queer?
No, I'm taking notes.
Oh my god. Well, when you're done being a nerd...
Fine. Well, I'm gonna finish my drink and then go upstairs.
Alright. I love that note. Thank you, Abate. 1 second.
You're welcome.
Alright. So, you see one door where, you kind of walk up the stairs to the tavern, and you see a line of doors that are seemingly for rented rooms, and you see one where the door is cracked slightly open. You can see a faint candlelight.
I'm going to go towards the door, creep up to it silently. Then I'm going to listen for a moment.
You don't really hear much. You hear like the occasional, how do I describe the sound? You hear like a very light pitter-patter. Seemingly, it seems pretty in line with what she said. It sounds like she's in there literally applying some light makeup to her face right now. However, you occasionally hear her talking to someone else in the room.
So there's someone else in the room. Okay.
Yes.
Does it sound... Are they talking, or...?
It seems to be a pretty one-sided conversation.
The
other person's seemingly being pretty quiet.
So what does it sound like she's saying?
You hear the barmaid specifically mention how she might have found a way to get into the Hotolian Empire, and that one of the people is currently on their way.
Probably talking about me. So I push open the door and step inside.
Oh, speak of the devil. So, you fit in too well around here.
Been told that before.
Yeah.
As lean against the wall, yeah.
So there's two things you could be here for. That really fucking weird notice that's been popping around the world. Or, and at this point, she's pretty much only wearing, like, underclothes. She goes, "You also eyed that fucking tattoo of mine."
Who's to say I'm not here for a drink?
You're eyeing that tattoo like you know what it is. Still
I know
staring
what
at
it
it.
is, not what it means.
So, what are you here for? Because I'm not afraid to kick your head in if you give me a wrong answer.
Well, I imagine that is your job, isn't it?
Oh,
Your actual job.
fucking boy. Yep. Please tell me you're not here to deal with me, because I don't feel like it right now.
No, not today.
Not. Oh, great. Foreboding.
So what do you know about the pamphlet?
As much as everyone knows. But no one knows shit about it.
Does she?
Do you want to make a fucking inception or insight or whatever it's called?
I can.
You can if you think she's lying. Go ahead. God damn. So
See it first.
it seems that for the most part, what she's saying is true, but you can tell that there's like it's truth by omission.
Truth by omission. Come on, you're here all the time. I'm sure you know something. Someone says something.
So you. All right, listen. So what's going on right now? No one's entirely sure. That's for 100%. We recently had an exiled lizard man come through here who had tried to ferry some people in using his actual credentials. He's been pretty depressed lately, and he told me it doesn't make any sense because these papers seem official as all hell. But we don't have. If they're official, why are they kicking people out? And that's the first big issue. And second off, he said in the capital there are ones that say specific information beyond just come to our capital. He hasn't been able to bring one back because the town guards have been hunting them down like 24/7. So it's a pretty damn looking official document. It has specific instructions once you get to where the other documents say to go. But it seems like everyone's trying to keep them hidden. So we don't know entirely what's going on. And the only contact we have just got exiled. And he's now been drunk for the past 3 days straight.
Do you know where I can find him?
He's probably passed out in his room right now, and if not, he's at the docks, sobbing like a little bitch.
Alright then.
Before you go, I want to introduce my friend here. Y'all probably will get along, and honestly, gonna need you to, because we need someone to find a way to get these fucking adventurers out of my town. Because the more people that come through here, and they go, oh hey, that pretty barbarian had a really weird tattoo. Isn't that right? Yeah, she had a lot of weird ones, but there was a specific one in her neck, and then word gets out really fast.
Have you thought about concealer?
It doesn't work. It's a magical fucking tattoo. It's like they literally glamour your skin.
So what exactly do I call it then?
You know what the worst part is? The Order doesn't even have a name. They're tentatively called the Order. They are afraid of.
Start scribbling things. I take out pen and paper and scribble things.
So he goes, they're afraid some true namer is going to have a name to call them by and magically figure out who they all are.
Interesting.
They figure a physical tattoo is an easier way to identify members and those close to members than just having a name.
But why put it somewhere like, I don't know, your ankle or small of your back?
It keeps us identified.
Yes, no keeps are identified, but isn't the point to not be identified?
Okay, but think about it this way. A league of fucking amazing assassins is gonna find ways around it. Probably aren't even gonna travel at day anyway. And then when one of you leaves, you got a real easy way to figure out who the hell they are.
Mm. Not my business. So there you go.
Yeah.
So, your friends.
Amanda,
Who might that?
Oh, sorry.
you're good.
Okay, I'm confused. There wasn't much lead in. Do you want me to introduce myself?
Yes.
Okay. Friend Mira. What do you want from me?
Just gonna slither into the room.
Okay. I slither into the room, eyeing the two, having a conversation, and I introduce myself. I'm Mira. I also heard about some of these things, especially being Yuan-Ti. I am not a lizard person, but this has also affected me, and I want to get to the bottom of it.
It's affected you in what way?
Pretty much anybody with scales who's humanoid just gets a bad rap at this point. Plus, I was kind of kicked out of my kingdom for being a traitor, so not really welcome there anyway.
Treason. Hmm. Interesting. So,
Do you have a problem with that?
nope. Again, I have no reservations here.
All right, well, what brings you here then?
Oh no. Maybe I like the weather here.
No one likes the weather here. That's why everyone's trying to leave.
Maybe I like dark, gloomy, and gross. But I have my business here. I'll leave it at that.
Being said, I think we should get along because we have similar interests.
Well, of course we should get along. But you have your job, I have mine.
Let's keep it that way for now.
Very well. Let's see if we reach an understanding. So then I turn back to the barmaid, like, is that everything?
Anything you want to know about the town while you're here? You probably have contacts, but they only hear rumors.
I don't know. Who are my contacts, Mason?
Your contacts are shady criminals literally everywhere, according to your fucking character ability.
You've told me. Okay, well, I'll figure it out. I'll figure it out then.
I do not feel.
Fuck you. Stop changing shit.
Did I tell you you had a specific contact? I told you I'm fucking tired. Okay, all I said is that you know a bunch of random shit about the town because you're a seedy motherfucker.
Yeah.
Sean.
What?
Use your brain for 0.5 seconds.
I'm working on it. What was the question again? Jeez, guys, hold on.
She asked, would you like to know anything about the town because your contacts probably only told you rumors.
More concrete, the better.
All right. So he goes, wait a minute. Are you with that? Stop. Are you one of those information brokers from the nearby? Are you from Talaria?
I've been around.
All right, dope. So, you ever notice how you have shady contacts in a small town,
Well, I imagine with all these people here, maybe right pub.
Yep. Most of them go through me.
They go through you.
Who do you think spreads the rumors about New Rockton being a big welcoming hub of people, even though, like, we have a big tavern and a small smithy and docks?
Well, I imagine, here on the river, information floats down, but now I know where it goes.
Yeah, you know where the stream starts. So, you're planning on going into the Lizardman Kingdom, right?
I believe that was the plan.
What are you, hoping to get out of this?
Sorry, can you say that again? It crackled.
What are you hoping to get out of this?
Well, I mean, it's good. Well, it goes with anything, I guess. Don't know much. There could be hope for major prospects. Suppose we'll find out when I get there.
If you want to pass any unofficial correspondence through the chain, I'm willing.
How much are we talking?
Any minor information about how they suddenly won a war they were losing, that's big on the market right now. Because they lost that big ass fucking city. And then out of nowhere, a big typhoon comes through and destroys a lot of the land that was trying to be seized.
Yeah.
If anything pops up that could make that, like, not a god's intervention, there are some channels that would be willing to pay, and a lot more than just gold. Anything about the nobility, or whatever the fuck those scalies, I'm sorry, call their people, might carry a little bit of a price too. Oh, and connection.
He said the word.
And connection to their underworld too. The sooner we find a way to smuggle things in and out of there, the better.
So we go in there, establish get a new network started, bring back any information I find.
Oh, and also origins of that pamphlet, because, everyone's curious about that.
Do I know the barmaid's name?
Her name is Yvette.
Yvette?
Yes. Did I not say that yet? I apologize.
You did.
No.
You have.
You did,
but
but
only
it
to
was-
us, technically.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, not even me, just Ronnie.
Well, there's two barmaids. There's Yvette and Yasilda. Or
Why
Isabel.
something?
Fuck. Yes.
Donald.
Donald Yump. You want to add anything to this, Amanda, before I segue this into the next character intro? Or
No, I mean, my character just looks him up and down and takes note of this character because he's encroaching on my spy territory.
Well,
Hey, I'm getting heavy LA noir here. Holy shit, it's like hurting me.
isn't that the point?
it's so noir it hurts, man. It's like an LA noir.
I'm just missing the music.
Oh fuck! One second. I got this. I think I still have it saved. No,
please.
no, I need to have it saved. No, remember when I accidentally played the down on the beat while we were in the middle of a fight scene last time? I missed that.
Hold on a second.
One second.
Hold
I'm pulling it up right now. You can't stop me. Is this it?
No, I have music.
No, this one says Speakeasy. We're playing it right fucking now. Fair warning, this may ear rape. Oh, it's just background noise. Never mind. I will find this.
Oh god.
I'm trying to find the specific one too. If I just type in noir, will it pop up?
Also, Sean, fuck you. You keep on changing things. Like I.
Wait, I'm changing things.
Fuck you, Sean.
What? Why are you yelling at Sean? No. Where is it? I actually need to have it in the background anyway because it fits the campaign for a little bit. Probably until about session 3.
Mason, who's the Isabel's relative, the high elf?
Where's the name? Lord Yuluk. I will put it in the chat so you don't mispronounce it.
You guys are both spies, right?
As far as we're aware, yes.
Oh no, you guys are gonna have a hard time.
Why is that?
Just say why.
Oh, well,
think...
he's a meathead. No, you don't.
No, I'm not a meathead. I'm a very aware of my surroundings person.
So at this point,
most of the time,
Yvette looks at both of you and goes, "You should probably return back downstairs sometime soon." Joy might think that every time I do this with one of the seedier patrons that I'm making some money on the side.
I look out the window to see what time of day it is.
The sun has started to set.
The sun has started to set. Like, well, I think it's a little too early for that. But
She goes, please just don't go down at the exact same time for my safety. And I'll be down in about 10 minutes after you.
I was going to say, I was going to stay until nighttime and see if I could get lucky somewhere else in the tavern upstairs.
Yvette looks at you and goes, "No." At this point, she kicks her feet up on her nightstand and shows the Kincaid she has sitting in her boot and goes, "Yeah, no." Oh shit! Do you know what a Kincaid is before I fucking?
No.
You could explain.
Abate, you should know what a Kincaid is. It's Sicilian.
Oh wait, never mind.
Wait, how the fuck do you spell It's spelled with a Q. Kinsada? Fuck it, dagger. It is a big fucking dagger.
Nice.
Oh my god. Okay, listen. It's like called the 5-finger dagger because the bottom of the blade is literally like the size of a hand. And it's about 5 inches long, and it tapers from that to a fine point. And it's 5-finger knife.
Basically, she shows me her big knife and says, "Yeah, not happening. Got it.
Yes.
Noted. I'm about to leave."
It's Abate, you know what I'm talking about, right? It's fucking Italian at the very least.
Yeah, it's very big. Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Why can't I'm trying to find a picture of it, and like now I'm probably on an NSA watch list because I've looked up like 20 different kinds of knives trying to find it.
I mean, I thought you were alright. You're alright, Marie.
Oh yeah, you're right. No, that's for the special ed though.
Yeah,
oh,
it's like
what?
a short sword almost on just length and how big it is.
It's big as fuck. Why can't I find the name of it? It's Kincaida. I swear to it was in Assassin's Creed too. I know that for a fact. Kincaida? How do you spell that? Cincada. There we go. Wait.
Cincada.
Really? I thought it was spelled with a Q.
No, it's a C. There's a Q in there.
Oh. There we go. I found it. I mixed up the spelling. Yeah, they're big as fuck.
Oh, there you go.
There we go. I'm already pasting the image in Roll20 real quick. Oh, I can't just paste images. Roll20, why are you so rude?
Do it in
Northern Italy. That's why I didn't recognize it at first.
You fucking knockoff Italian.
Fuck off.
I'm going to link the picture because I can't make it pop up. I'm kind of and of course it doesn't have a little. It's a big fuck off knife, okay? No, Sean, no.
What? What do we know?
Anyway, so as you walk back downstairs, you see Ritzian is still annoying the Noel Flynn, trying to tell him that he acts like nobility because he treats everyone like shit.
Pick you, Ronnie.
I know.
You first.
Oh, and so
Yeah, go ahead.
I finish my little sip of milk. Now not to be rude, but I did offer you my name. What is yours, and what is your servant's?
It's at this point that I take Ronnie's mug and bash him over the head with it.
Jesus.
At this point, Hewitt
Will I
runs
have a
over
name?
and puts Akira in an armbar, or at least we're rolling for this.
Acrobatics or athletics?
Oh my fucking god! Never mind.
Fuck, he gets me.
At this point, he grabs him, puts him in an armbar, and slams his face on the counter.
I'm going to kill him. I'm going to kill him.
No, you're not. Stop. Fuck. Listen.
Did I come off the wrong way?
Hewitt turns and goes, frankly, you're a pompous asshole. But I respect the hustle.
Excuse you?
I want to kill him.
No, you're not.
Please.
Hewitt goes, no, the fuck, you're not. Calm down.
I can't deal with two.
You,
I'm already stuck with this one.
he goes, listen.
I'm sorry. Is there another tavern in this city?
Think of the T-Rex. No, this is the only tavern for about 3 days of travel.
You've got to be kidding me.
So you should go up north. I hear there's 60 dire wolves. You go fight them.
No, he will die.
That's the point.
One sec, I need to breathe.
God.
At this point, Hewitt just looks at both of them and goes, just calm down, both of you.
Oh my.
Say,
Abate, Eritzian says, come now, man. You can forgive this slight. I am a man of my word. I meant you no harm. Please make a wisdom saving throw.
Fuck yeah.
You have to be. But you don't know.
Wait. What's this? What's the DC on that?
The DC is only. It's my spell save DC is 13, but he rolled a 17.
17 plus 5.
God damn.
Say, rat, and not the one on my shoulder.
You do not know it was cast, just for reference.
Halo, she's on you.
I don't care. Say, rat, how about this? Let's say you give me a form of payment early. In the morning, I want you to take me about 60 miles north and show me where these so-called direwolves have been hearing about. Sure,
Oh, God.
noble character. You could point me in the right direction, and we could start. In the form of payment that I require. No one else is nice. All I will be needing is food and something to hunt.
Are you speaking to me or to the rat? Because you said the rat.
No, I said
He said the rat, but not the one
Yeah.
on my shoulder. Yes. At this point, Hewitt walks over to the other two and goes, "How much would I have to pay you to make sure that dumbass doesn't die?"
Who is he speaking to?
He's talking to Glass and Mira. How much would I have to pay you to make sure
Who's
he
the
doesn't
dumbass?
die?
How much you have?
Mason. Who's the dumbass?
The dumbass is Ritzian. He goes, "Listen, I don't like him, but if he is an actual ambassador, I would rather him open this port so I have less people like him coming here trying to."
What do you mean he's an actual ambassador? His papers are false.
Oh my god, I hate my life. He goes, "Listen, can you just get him out of my hair,
How much you have?
I will give you. You know what? When he comes back after killing the direwolves, I'll give you 15 gold.
Half up front.
Okay, and then to sweeten the pot, if you can successfully drop him off wherever the hell he's trying to go, I'll give you 100 gold. Just.
Do you want him to actually get there, or do you want me to make sure he leaves?
He just looks at you and pauses for a second, seemingly contemplating. He goes, "Make sure he actually gets there."
150.
God. He at this point he hunkers. He slams his arm on the table and goes, "Listen here. I used."
I hope you know that Kira's taking full notice of this.
He goes, "Listen,
No, it's a very quiet conversation.
Until he slammed his arm on the table.
Yes, until.
And then he quiets back down and he goes,
Because I have 15,000 perception.
"Oh my fucking god!"
Wait, how much do you have?
15 passive.
Oh, mine's higher. Mine's still higher.
Yeah, but okay. He can detect some low-level creatures trying to stealth. Let's put it in that context. Automagically. Okay, fair enough.
Oh, I got it wrong. It's a charisma saving throw on combo missions. Whatever, we'll take what you want.
Because that makes a total difference when he rolled a 20 tool. Anyway, at this point, he goes, "Listen, I know how seedy the underbelly is. I know you can find a way to make more money while you're there. And you're probably heading there anyway."
Again, 150, half up front, half when I come back.
100, and I hook you up with a connection that can maybe get you in.
Who's the connection?
So Seaton goes, "You're gonna shake on the deal first."
Is he lying?
Oh my god, can y'all stop rolling 20s? Holy fucking shit! Okay. No, he's actually, pretty damn sincere. He's, you can tell he's just not saying it because he doesn't want to, give you an idea as to who the fuck he's talking about.
Alright, 100, half up front, and your contact.
Okay, great.
Take his hand, shake it, and go back to sitting at the bar for a second. Inconspicuously.
He reaches his hand under the bar and he pulls out a small sack and drops it. He goes, "Let's just, okay, my contact." Well, wait a minute. Did you already talk to Yvette?
Oh, yes.
Thank God. Okay, so who did she tell you about?
What do you mean? We had a perfectly pleasant conversation.
You either fucked her or you traded information with her. And I'm really hoping it's the second one.
I don't know, my wallet feels a little lighter than it did before.
Okay, well, there's a lizard man. Are you trying to get in legally or illegally? Come on.
What do you mean? I perfectly stand-up individual right here. I don't know what you're talking about.
He leans down and he goes, "Listen here, motherfucker."
Is he over at the docks?
What?
Is he over at the docks or is he in his room?
So she told you about the rat man, or the lizard man. There's another contact, a very wealthy human merchant that has a legitimate passport.
Where'd he be at?
He will be at the docks in the morning. He has a home here. I'm not gonna let you knock on his door. He's still loading his cargo up. It takes him usually 3 days. He just docked this morning.
So he'll be here for the next 2 days.
He'll be here, and he will leave the morning of 3 days from now. So I don't think he'll smuggle you in, but you obviously, working with High Ambassador Moron over there, could
Is he,
probably.
high is a strong term.
He says he's a High Ambassador.
That's
I'll
what he
drink to
says.
that.
He has the annoying pompous assholery of a Tolarian noble. Even if he's lying, he's at least got the act down. The lizards will probably believe it. Let's be honest here.
Alright, I scoop up the coins, put them in my pouch.
Anyway, if nothing else, he will probably let you look at his papers. I'm going to warn you, they're not a normal passport. I've already had 2 parties of adventurers come back here, beat to shit, and naked, because they found out the hard way that Hiltonian passports are magical.
Oh, that makes it a little harder.
It makes it very hard, and it's also very hard to reproduce.
So was it because they tried taking it, or was that because...
It's because they had fakes. And because they were rather convincing fakes. They went to the town enchanter and had him make them. With someone else's passport they had stolen. That was not me.
So each passport is matched to the individual.
They're not matched to the individual. They're matched with a ritualistic enchantment that requires things you can only get in Hiltolian land. Our resident dwarf tried to runesmith it, and made a minor fuck up that allowed them to get all the way to the capital city before it was caught. You can imagine how mad the royal guards were when they noticed this.
Do you know anyone that would have the materials we need?
The merchant might. You might be able to bribe. So there are Hiltonian guards at the docks. You might be able to bribe one of them, might be able to beat the shit out of one of them and take their gear. And see if any of that will contain the necessary materials. If you do any of these things, beyond talking to the merchant, I didn't send you. I didn't talk to you. I'm trying to stay away from that element of society right now. Scrib was very nice.
It's not my first job.
Scrib was very nice and allowed me to open this bar, despite my past.
Well, thank you for your time. And just continue, I seal the zipper on my pouch and slide over a napkin. Go ahead and write down the addresses. Mine. I'm gonna have a word with the ambassador.
Wait, you cut out when you said, after you said you slide over the napkin, and cut back in when you said I'm gonna have a word with the ambassador.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead and write down those addresses. I'll be back.
Well, New Rockton's about like 3 blocks big. Just go wait at the docks, mill about, talk to the drow. He'll pop up eventually. You can't miss him. He's the only one there that the Hiltolian guards aren't gonna shake down and question.
So that's why I get out from my seat, brush myself off, and make my way towards the bumbling fools that are gathered here in the center.
Say, Rat, where were you heading anyways? For me and this fool here were going to the Lizardmen. Well, he wanted to. But no way in.
Ritzian looks over to the actual rat on your shoulder. Like, back to you?
No. Your rat, he is Atticus, as he has told me many times.
Sorry, what was the question again?
Do you have a way into the lizard man's place I've been hearing about? He wanted to get in, but apparently he didn't have anything to get in.
Well, I do need to make sure that my passport will be accepted. It appears my
Can I
apprentice
see it?
was. You will see the problem, and I show it to him.
This looks like shit.
Do forgive, but can you read?
Can you?
Mason! Mason, I take the mug again.
No, Ronnie, repeat that. I need to write that in quotes right fucking now.
Do forgive, but can you read? If you need context, it's in showing.
Mason, does that break his armor? Does that hit Mason?
You whack him over the fucking face with the mug. At this point, Hoyt has ran back over, and he just touches he touches the Nolfin on the shoulder, and you see a ring on his finger like glow. Please roll a fucking wisdom save.
You're giving him a wisdom saving throw again.
Ah!
Yeah, he's a druid.
Nothing happens.
Relax, that was just one blow. He insulted me by saying that I can't even read. Lies and bullshit. I know how to write and read.
I know I might be of a different kingdom, but that was uncalled for.
It was entirely called for.
As he wipes away some blood from his nose.
Your parents should have given you more. You sound like a spoiled cunt.
I love the fact this campaign has turned into a roast fest within about 30 minutes.
God.
I can only imagine how terrible combat's gonna be.
Oh.
It's not gonna be
It's
pretty.
great, Mason. I don't know what you mean. I'm gonna have a great time.
Alright. At this point, Hillary's going, I'd like you to meet some of my associates. These two are very fine, and yes, this is
God,
Glaz.
Do I actually have to follow that fool?
No, just Glaz. Take it from here. You see him like walk over to the bar, like he walks behind the bar, and he reaches up and he just picks up there's a spear hanging behind the bar. And he picks it up and he just looks at it and goes, I almost missed the days. As he like holds and closes his eyes like he's remembering fonder times before he puts it back up and he goes back, and then he tends to the bar again. But like a good 20-30 feet away from y'all.
So I turn back towards the high ambassador. 5 gold, 2 people. 5 gold a week. Yes. You're paying for quality.
My name is Akir. This is Atticus, and that is Rat.
It's nice to finally hear it out of your mouth. Fine. You look. No, I should not accept so quickly. Who are you?
As he established, I am here to help escort. Me and my associate will help you get there.
Yes, but I am looking for adventurers, mercenaries, to protect me.
Yes, you are paying for a mercenary, not?
I am, but do not have a resume, do not have tales of your glorious adventures.
Well, let's start here. Let me see that passport for a second.
It is hilarious. Yeah.
Give me the passport. So I take in my hand, I leaf through it.
You just took. It's.
So.
Apprentice's work.
Is there a fireplace in here?
Yes, there's a hearth.
Great, I throw it at that.
That was my only ticket into the Empire.
No,
yes,
it was your ticket to a prison cell.
Child's drawing, Rat.
Yeah, no, it was a ticket to a prison cell. However, I know 2 ways you can get in. And for 5 gold a week, for me and my associate, you can find out how you can get there.
Billy Mays here with a special TV offer.
Pay him up, rat.
Where was it? Was Hyolt? I keep getting this name wrong because
Hyoit. I'm gonna put it in the.
His name is Hyoit. Hyoit. Thank you. Hyoit, I believe I am being blackmailed in your tavern.
Hyoit walks over and goes, to be fair, the knoll could snap your neck. The rat...
You're cut out.
Oh. He goes, the knoll could snap your neck right now. The rat probably has 1,000,001 crossbows up his sleeve.
I assure you I am more sturdy than I look.
You look... He looks at you and goes,
the rat is more well off than you.
I'm trying to be very kind to you, High Ambassador.
And I am trying to be kind to all of you as well.
If you keep talking, I'm going to slam my head through the wall so hard that your fucking mother regrets birthing you.
So I put a hand on your back, like, come on. It's a simple business transaction.
I check my pockets immediately. Please, do keep from... You know what's fine. You have certainly backed me into a corner. I feel trapped in this establishment, Hyoit. And I'd like to leave.
What kind of intimidation is that?
Hyoit just walks over and goes, okay, let me put it this way.
Oh, no, believe me, I am convinced.
No, I'm not trying to muscle you into hiring my associates, but I am trying to tell you that out of the several idiots here, and as he says that, he points to a table where one adventurer has begun to drunkenly dance on the table and quickly falls and snaps his arm. We're not going to get you anywhere. They're probably going to get you killed. But if you want the stupid adventurer, I would advise against it as someone who has seen the world and has seen the capabilities of the Ratmen. Again, I have seen the capabilities of the Ratmen. Toll does not play around with this shit.
Mason, you're saying Ratmen, not Lizardmen.
Or fucking Lizardmen. I'm so tired, I'm sorry. I'm wake off a monster, and I goes, listen, I have personally seen Toll hold someone down and cut their fucking heart out. Now imagine what happens when that's your king who is telling you to keep people out of your civilization. Do you understand what I'm trying to tell you right now?
Wait, is this Reggie?
What?
Is this Reggie?
He looks and goes, listen, just for my sake, because I'm hoping you're a real human ambassador trying to patch up these shitty relations right now, go and don't die.
Ritzian just looks over at the second part. Ritzian just looks at the examples he gave of lesser adventurers and looks at the group he's being offered and just says, "Gods, I chose the wrong border, didn't I?"
Yes, why couldn't you go on the border of the dwarves where everyone's just drunk, happy, and occasionally fistfights?
Wait, does Ritzian actually look like he has any gold?
A deal it is. 5 gold a week.
For both me and my associate.
Yes, both of you and Akia.
I will have a
and Atticus. Atticus, I presume.
I'm good traveling with you as long as I get to study the things you kill.
Oh, great.
He says this barely lucid and with a massive knot growing out of his forehead.
Shall we get going then?
I suppose we shall.
Shall we explain our abilities to each other on our ways?
You can feel free to.
No.
Nope. Atticus goes, I have quite the knowledge of civilizations.
Go to sleep.
Ritsian is already outside. Just like, just nervous sweat, just hand to his forehead, just looking down.
I can smell your fear.
Oh,
Perhaps if you
God.
were polite, I won't let the beasties bite you before I kill them.
We're off to a great start. All right,
I do not
so
like him.
let's go a trip to the docks.
Before we do, may I offer you a nice time in this alleyway?
A nice time this alleyway. Sir, I don't believe I swing that way.
Believe me, if we are to be associates, it is rather necessary.
All right. 50.
Itch just looks at you and goes, I may enjoy studying bones, but I do not like them entering me.
All right. I'll break facade here. What you just saw there was an act, obviously.
Right.
The paper forgery. I am not Ambassador Ritzian.
Sean, he is not lying.
Yeah, I figured.
But I do have plans for negotiations between the human empires and the
So
Yotolian.
you going to waltz up there with a false title with no political sway.
To a king who literally rips out hearts of his foes.
Well, that's the thing. Ritzian certainly has political sway, and I thought that dumbass
The man said the king's name with fear.
forgery writer could help me with my.
I still believe that that is
Passport
your
problem.
handwriting.
Well, that would explain why. Well,
So, what do we need to actually get in? A real passport? Does it need magic? What?
well, you could choose either two ways. Either one, we could try to get through without one, or two, we can go find one.
I like the first option.
So, we're all in agreement?
The first option leads to monsters.
You don't know that.
I have a feeling.
You do?
Yes.
Alright.
Shall we get to killing some shit, Mr. Man?
Stop saying that.
I don't believe I will.
Right, well, names don't matter. I'm leaving the
next time
docks.
hitting you in the face.
So where's Mira in all this?
She's just chilling, being quiet on the sidelines, I'm assuming.
She's okay. The giant lizard, just sorry, not a snake.
She's not really a snake. Are you like?
She's half snake.
A scaly.
Is she a
Oh,
half snake, or is she just like the Yanti? Like, it looks like a human, but it's also snaky.
Yanti.
Looks like a human, but is also snaky.
Just like a snaky human. Okay, I thought you had like legitimate, like no legs.
Yeah.
That would be rather funny.
That would be a Lamia.
Just
Whatever.
like on the way out of this, wherever we stopped, I'll just say, it was certainly something, but I assure you that was Ritzian in all his glory. Please slap him in the face if you ever see him in your life.
Come on, Vontae. I know what you want to say. Because I'd say it in your position, too.
If that's Ritzian, I'll do more than snap him in the face.
Oh, I thought you were just going to slap Ronnie. I'm not gonna lie.
I'm sorry?
Oh, I thought you were just going to slap Ronnie. I'm not going to lie.
I was waiting.
No, I wasn't gonna slap him yet.
Yeah.
Me and Sean both felt the comic moment happen. It clicked. We were ready.
No. You'll see when it happens.
Oh, fucking hell.
By this point, we're probably be meandering towards the docks.
Say, quiet one. Why are you staring?
I think he's talking to Amanda, to Miro.
This also is where I'm going
Loki's
to be
starting to
leaving
fall
off for
asleep. My bad.
tonight.
What?
I think everyone's starting to.
Are you all right with that, Mason? This is where I'm gonna get off.
Yeah, I was about to say end the session, and then I'll hit y'all. Oh wait, before you go. So what? I want to know the general plan so I can have like a game plan ready. What's the kind of what's the workshopped idea that Sean has that is not going to go at all as planned?
Well, what's probably going to happen is I'm going to get a hold of the ship's manifest. Can you hear me now?
Yes.
So I'm going to try and get a hold of the ship's manifest, figure out what's on board, and what we need for the passport, right? Then, as for that, we'll go relieve the merchant of his passport, have it reforged, re-signed, all that good stuff.
They had said there was a magical implement to the.
Yes, which is why we're going to get the ship manifest that we know what's on board to make sure it's there. If not, it's gonna be at his residence.
Okay. All right, I'm getting off.
All right.
I'm going with this plan.
So.
Meanwhile, you'll probably kill guards or something.
Any workshop? So y'all should probably workshop this a little bit.
I'm playing a changeling, by the way. Just so everybody's clear.
I figured.
Yes, that took 7 hells of me contemplating if that should be allowed, and then he hit me with the idea for the character. I'm like, well, okay, we're good.
I'm gonna be honest, Ronnie.
What's up?
You play a regal asshole too well.
It's gonna be a fun time for both me and you. Okay, maybe me more than you.
I don't know where I get it.
Oh, sorry, that was me getting my notes out of my notebook, because this is the same note-taking gear I use for fucking shit in the field, and if my corporals ever look at it and see D&D notes, they're probably gonna fuck me up for it. Because I would in their shoes.
Alright, hopping off. Thank you so much for that session. That was wonderful.
Dope. So next time, we will hopefully get session 1 underway, get y'all moving to the Lizardman Kingdom.
I've got plenty of notes.
Oh, I read your notes. They are wonderfully colorful.
Sean knows some things, but not a lot of things about Toll.
As for my favorite is possibly a hoe.
What, Mason? You cut out?
I said my favorite of these notes is possibly a hoe.
Also, by the way, the punchline was actually going to be as soon as we got to the docks, I was going to shove Rittizen into the water.
God damn it. Please.
We're just bullying. It's just bullying them.
I'm just saying, my character has immediately made it his goal to make sure that this man does not make it back home. He does not like him.
I'm not gonna lie, it's gonna be rocky up until about, I want to say, the end of session 3, because I conceived this or more around the structure than I did the actual story, because I was like, yo, that'd be a pretty dope way to structure a campaign, I want to try it, and then I was like, oh no, I don't want to just start these guys out as like, oh, you appear as members of this shady organization, I'm gonna leave it up to you how you got here. I was like, fuck no, that's boring.
I fucking love the fact that already it's gonna be a fun time of me just finding all the shit you do and not even questioning it because I really don't care.
God.
My character will not give a shit if you
It's
do
a
anything illegal.
murder
He's just going
hobo.
to notice. He's not a murder hobo. He's not. He's not.
Right.
Can I just point out, we have a lawful neutral, a chaotic neutral, a chaotic evil. I haven't even looked at Amanda's alignment yet. 1 second.
I'm just gonna say.
Unmarked. I'm assuming chaotic neutral.
He's very well known to be focused on one thing.
Which is murder.
Not murder of people, mind you, though.
Murder hobo of animals. He's the ultimate murder hobo. He's literally a hobo because he likes to kill things. But not in like the I kill every town I'm in way, but just he hobos around until he finds a bigger thing to kill.
And honestly, he could go back at any time, mind you.
I'm gonna just call your character the definitive murder hobo from now on, though.
Honestly, I felt like last time I had like just a major fucking, diplomatic and pain in the ass character, and I felt like, I'm gonna be taking it a bit back this campaign.
Again, I still remember the time when Jake looked at you and went, "Oh, you had me and hold her down," and then you proceeded to fucking murder someone.
Okay, she had it coming. She annoyed me. I was done with that shit.
Again, still my favorite. Like, whenever someone asks about, like, "Oh, what was your D&D like?" Well, I had this really intricate ambush planned, but it was ruined by someone walking up to what they thought was a town guard and beating the shit out of them, and then intimidating the entire bandits into getting naked because he literally just shit fucking acid onto someone's face and melted it because he went point blank, had such a high spell save DC, and I was just like, that was the definitive moment where I was like, yeah, they killed a warlock of the old one in 2 turns because
Oh god.
I was like, oh, wouldn't it, like, it would make sense for the war to be like, hey, where are they at? Like, where's the fucking ambush? And then they saw that, and instead of doing anything else, they ran over and held her down, and Abate was like, stab, 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 stab.
Stab. It was just full on Kali Ma. Oh.
And about your question about Reggie, Shultol, as we have established, literally any time he got the upper hand in combat, did that. He traveled through so many human lands, Kali-mying motherfuckers.
So it was Reggie all along.
No.
Hjolt is Reggie. It has to be. Also, by the way, as you were going on with Sean, as Sean was going on with his questions, or like the one barmaid was going with things, you notice I was just messaging you.
Yes.
It's really a shame I know this character too well.
Why? Wait, but why cough? Cough?
Concerned.
Because that's definitely something he would do.
Oh yeah. Wait, which part prompted that? I don't remember exactly when, because I saw like the 5 notifications around the time I was like, oh, I should probably hop over back.
Cough, cough.
Oh yeah.
Worse, only one cough, cough.
Well, I also texted you about it because I'm like, hey, hypothetically. But I have found I recently watched Groundhog's Day. Again, for like the 10th time.
Oh my god.
So I have had fun with several characters around a couple of plot points in that movie. Not the whole going back in time thing, but like it led to a lot of fun ideas, especially around some of the dumber characters I've thought of.
Honestly, I'm just very excited for this whole campaign.
You're excited to see your favorite character you've played besides Itch not in your fucking hands, don't lie.
I am excited. I'm very excited. Oh, I had so much fun with Toll.
I'm just glad you've started taking creative writing classes so you can see why we all hate Itch so fucking much.
Please.
He's a loose cannon? That's absolutely
No, Itch was horrible.
Itch was the definition of, oh no. Oh no, he's talking again.
You're welcome for getting better with characters. Even though this character, I'm basically pulling a Conan the Barbarian currently.
Still not as bad as a character I played in a campaign a little bit ago. Did I tell you about Ragnar the Unending, the Unending, the Undefeated, the Slayer of Worlds, the... Oh, fuck, I had like 90 titles thought up for him. And Abate, you know who the influence for that was. You know.
Cetra.
Yep. Except...
Cetra the...
So to give you context for this character, he was inspired by Norm and Cetra.
Oh my god.
Sean, thank you for also inspiring my favorite character I've played besides Fossey.
Which one?
Ragnar the Unerring, the Unending, the unmerciful, the world slaying. I literally had a tab I had open at all times, like 150 fucking names I had literally copied and pasted from Cetro. But so this character, and I will forbid anyone from playing a character like this because he was my favorite. He was Ragnar, but he was also Norm. And yes, I literally stole the name from you because fuck you, it's funny. So Norm was a mild-mannered, low nobility who had taken a new name to avoid his family getting fucking slaughtered in a power struggle. However, part of his noble blood meant that he was a god's favorite. Divine monarchy and all that shit was a big thing in this world, and gods were actively fucking around and shit. And I was like, okay. So he was a Storm Herald. So he had adopted that name when he realized his power and potential, and he had went to the north where he had been given the new name Ragnar. Because he literally appeared before the tribes and said, I have no name. So thus they dubbed him the most common name in their warrior culture. And he had one expedition up north. And then from there, he used that one fucking expedition to pretend like he was some amazing badass adventurer. Yes, this was the crux of his character. Was that he was actually a big old phony. So in his armor, he was 7.5 feet tall and appeared muscle-bound as fuck. He was wearing stilts.
God.
He was actually 5'8".
Oh god.
Hey, cool. My character's actually 7 feet tall.
Yes, it led to probably my favorite exchange, which is, wait, I thought you were taller. And he looked at, and it was by a fucking, the dude was playing a kind of chimera. I don't remember what the race was. It was one he found on the Homebrew wiki that was it was a druid kind of abomination that was the face, it had the head of an owl, the body of it was a mix of so many races. I don't remember exactly what it was. And he mockingly went, I thought you were a normal fucking race. To which it then prompted a fight that ended with me going, I Emperor Palpatine this motherfucker. Because Storm Heralds can shoot lightning.
God.
Which led to my favorite comeback, which was, I grapple him. You succeed. Dope. I Emperor Palpatine this motherfucker. Because we were fighting near a building. So he literally flew to the top of the building to drop me off of it. Did I mention this was a meme campaign that wasn't supposed to be taken seriously? That we made serious after 3 sessions because our DM was having too much fun with our stupid.
It happens like that sometimes.
It also was where the mariachi came from, but I need to get that an actual write-up, and I'll probably commission Gavin sometime for the art. That is going to be way later in the campaign, because I'm warning you now, I love that item. I got several enchanted items in those 3 sessions, because I had 2 solo sessions. At one point, I was fighting mermaids underwater, spamming lightning, even though it hurt me, but it hurt the mermaids more, so I technically won the fight.
Mason, I just remembered.
Yes.
I'm min-max told to have 20 wisdom.
Yeah, I remember.
Sean, are we going to be trying to lie to him anytime soon?
Not only does Toll have 20 wisdom, it is further increased by his eyes and age. So I found Toll's original character sheet that I had saved online, and then I looked at the write-up I had given the eyes now, and it has a +3 to wisdom. And a +4 to passive perception, because it's no longer in a player's hands, I can get away with that shit. And then I looked at it. The only way to lie to this motherfucker is either have a +8 or roll a 20.
Or use glibness.
Or I just don't have him pop up for a good fucking time.
Yeah, probably.
That was the plan anyway.
Toll currently?
Toll, how old was he in the previous campaign? I don't remember exactly.
He was really young when we started.
He was I want to say 50s, if I remember right.
Yeah, he was 50, yeah.
Even, and the lizardmen have a natural age of 250 to 300.
which has now been expanded by the fact he's a fucking avatar.
It was something like 1,000, wasn't it?
Yeah, I think I literally said that he would live to be 1,000 years old. At minimum. Although you gotta think, what? So the tapping that hourglass, well, what did I say? Was it 1 minute takes an hour or 1 second takes a minute?
No. You said that it was like 6 minutes or something for like.
For a turn.
Yeah.
And the fight had gone on for like 30 turns, so you gotta think about how much fucking time that took off of his lifespan. Just that one use. Like, it took like a year off.
Again, not that much.
Yeah, you're right.
I have a feeling that you maybe used it some more in the span of the 2 years.
I'm still trying to get that figured out, I'm not gonna lie. I have a couple of ideas floating around. Well, it's almost like there's an inbuilt limit to it. And that's why I loved that item when I found the write-up for it. Even though the homebrew wiki I found it on gave it a much less bad... Like, the downside for it was way less, and I fucking hated it, because it's like, oh, you could only, like, use it like, it was very vague, and then, like, when someone was like, well, can you put an actual number on it? The dude edited and was like, oh, 1 turn only takes a minute off your lifespan. I'm like, that's fucking retarded! Like, in theory, like, a 20-year-old human could literally, like, turn back multiple combat encounters in a row. And, like, oh, 1 year off my life, what a big fucking deal. Off his natural lifespan. That was, like, I literally, I wrote, I, like, sent something to the dude, I'm like, you drew us how fucking stupid this sounds, right? Like, just want to let you know, this is stupid. Please balance. He goes, it's a fucking godly art. I'm like, dude, still. You ever play Borderlands? The most powerful artifacts can fucking suck too, man.
Oh, I can't wait, though. I can't wait to have money back when I'm back from Greece to send